78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, word on the curb is Canelo Alvarez got beat up on sparring by Jaron Ennis a couple days ago. Took me a while. I'm a little late to the party on this one. But word on the curb is, Canelo has surfaced with a black eye. Now it wasn't this black eye. This is just a picture I put together. It was a different picture. I just didn't feel like using the same picture everybody else using. So I found another one where he looked all lumped up. But anyway, they say Jaron Ennis put the Beats by Dre on him. And now many people are speculating if Jaron Ennis is hitting Canelo and he's hitting him at will and Canelo can't get out of the way of those punches, well, what is Terence Crawford going to do? It depends on who do you feel is the better fighter, and what do you think Jaron Ennis and Crawford's attributes are and how they differ, how they line up. So that all depends, you know what I mean? But Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez taking place in a few short weeks. This is a huge mega fight that we've all been waiting for a while. Initially, I said this was a stupid fight. I didn't like Crawford moving up that much weight to face Canelo Alvarez. I just thought it was stupid. I wanted Crawford to fight Jermell Charlo after the Earl Spence fight, but Charlo chased the bag with Canelo. He got stomped on, and so now Crawford is going up to fight Canelo. And I really think Crawford is going to put up better effort than Charlo. Charlo was scared, and he admired Canelo too much. I don't see Crawford going up in there and, playing fanboy for Canelo. I think Crawford is going to come in here and shoot for greatness and try to beat Canelo Alvarez. Now, it's going to be a tough task. This ain't going to be easy. Regardless of what you think about Canelo, drug cheat, all that stuff, the boy can fight, okay? He got good chin. He got good power. The only thing, a few weaknesses in Canelo is some stamina. He might have some stamina issues if you make him work, okay? And some footwork issues. So if Crawford can take advantage of those things and land punches on Canelo without getting hit, if he can hit without getting hit and but he don't want to look like he's running though, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't think Crawford going to do. But he's going to have to move, stick and move, you know what I'm saying? Throw some combinations, get out the way. 1, 2, get out the way. 1, 2, 3, get out the way. You know what I mean? He want to do that kind of stuff. And Crawford's a pretty strong dude. But wrestling around with Canelo up in there in the clinch and stuff like that could tire you out pretty quickly. You know what I mean? But regardless of the fact, whatever happens here, what we do know is Crawford is a Hall of Famer. Canelo's a Hall of Famer. Terence Crawford being 2-time undisputed, once at 140, once at 147, and now shooting for 168. I really wish he could have got that 154 one. That would have been so dope. But, they hated on him. PBC hating on him, pulling some shenanigans. But regardless, this is going to be a talk. If Crawford pulls this off, and remember, I was the first person to say this. Everybody took it and ran with it. The bigger outlets took it and ran with it. But I was the first person to tell y'all this when this fight first was talked about. I said, if Crawford does this, he got to be in the top 10 all time. Whether you're talking about pound for pound, whether you're talking about greatest, however you want to flip it, he got to be in the top 10. And if he stopped Canelo, now if he dog walk him now, not just beat him, but if he dog walk him, man, look here, man, he might be top 5. He might be top 5 all time. You know what I'm saying? I know what I mean. It is what it is. You're gonna be hard pressed to find 5 guys that are better pound for pound wise than Terence Crawford. I mean, you of course you got guys like Henry Armstrong, Sam Langford, Sugar Ray Robinson. Pound for pound. I still got Roy. You know what I'm saying? Roy is a monster to me, pound for pound. Floyd is a monster, pound for pound. James Toney, oh my God. You know, even though James get popped with the juice later on in his career, James Toney. So man, it's a few people. Manny Pacquiao. It's a few people pound for pound, man, that you got to, you know, Crawford is going to be in that amongst those greats. And I don't know, he might slide into my top 5 if he can beat the brakes off Canelo, if he can dominate him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he can just beat him, that's still going to be great. He's still going to be in my top 10. But it's a tall task, man. Now, what about Canelo? If Canelo wins, you can't hold it against him. You can't make the excuse that, you know, Canelo has this big size advantage and Crawford too small. I'm sorry. I can't give nobody that excuse because I said that from the beginning. But it's just like, look, just how I told my little cousin, right? My cousin, or me and him saying age, I call him my little cousin because he's little, right? He like 5'1", 5'2", right? 110 pounds or something like that, right? And he asked me some crazy question. Cuz if we got into it, right, and I punched you, would you hit me back? I said, hell yeah, I hit you back. He said, man, you outweigh me by like 200 pounds. How you gonna hit me? Bro, listen, when you challenge somebody, you a grown man, and you challenge another man, that man got a right to beat the brakes off of you, especially if you put hands on him. So Crawford stepped up to the plate to fight Canelo Alvarez. Canelo has every right to defend himself, and he should get full credit if he beats Terence Crawford. That's just, I mean, it is what it is, bro. You can't have both ways. You can't say I give Crawford credit, but I ain't gonna get Canelo. That's not fair. That's why Canelo didn't want to fight Crawford in the first place. But if Canelo wins, he will have an amazing resume. Just add to his resume. He'll have a Hall of Famer, another Hall of Famer on his resume. And yeah, Canelo he gonna have a monster resume, you know. But then at that point, the only person Canelo would have to fight, win or lose, for me, is David Benavidez. If Canelo Alvarez beats Terence Crawford, the only person in boxing that he needs to fight is David Benavidez, win or lose, and he will be just a legend. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think he's going to beat Terence Crawford. I think Bud is going to pull this off. I think Bud's going to shock the world. You know what I mean? I don't like Jaron Ennis being over there sparring with Canelo and teaching Canelo none of the secrets of the trade. You know what I mean? I know Boots is probably looking at it like, man, I'm going to go over here and get my own experience and learn, see how good I am and this and that. But I still don't like it, regardless of the fact. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think of this story of Canelo getting the paws put on him by Jaron Ennis. And who do you have winning? Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, okay? And let me know something. This is a question. Where would you rank Canelo all time if he beats Crawford? Where would you rank Crawford all time if he beats Canelo? 70 Sports TV, salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm up out of here, deuces.